facing an interconference matchup in today's game. Thanks for joining us on this Saturday afternoon. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Westbrook and Robertson are the backcourt pair. Anthony out there with Paul George. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Irving. Feeds to Horford. Rebounded by Anthony. Boston on D.
And the Celtics trade for Kyrie Irving, sending shockwaves back in August. Never before had a pair of 25-point-per-game scorers swap teams in the offseason. That's what you call a blockbuster.
Here's the Celtics with the ball. Brown outside. Here's Baines. Adams, some nice D.
And no doubt Irving and IT, both elite offensive weapons. But Irving, 6 inches taller, perhaps more defensive upside, and 3 years younger. The Celtics feel he fits their timeline.
Horford, and Anthony sends it back.
How about Melo rising up quick to that one there? Nice shot block.
The shot's good from Westbrook.
And always feels good to get on the board first.
Yeah, this is going to be a very interesting contest. If you look at the competitive matchups out there tonight, we're in store for a good one.
Boston again missing.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
It's stolen by Brown. Nobody near Irving. Pass to Baines. Tatum dishes to Irving. Picked by Horford. A second chance effort. Here's Tatum. Got a hand on it.
Robertson out there to play defense. He excels at getting off the ground so quickly to get the block.
Fires from 14 and off the front iron, and in it goes.
And so many defenses nowadays really not designed to take away that mid-range jumper.
And I'm loving the recognition, right? He simply takes what the defense allows. That's a smart move.
Drive by Adams and stolen by Tatum. Westbrook against Irving. Tatum, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, Tatum does not give up on the backboard. Outstanding timing in terms of when to leap for those offensive rebounds.
Now here's Westbrook, and here's George for 3. And Irving pulls it down. Now the pass to Tatum, fires for 3. The Thunder pull it in. And now the fast break, George with the ball. Got a piece of it. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2.
Now, there's sometimes games where Westbrook takes personal challenges at the big guys.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line.
Well, he entered the league as a great free throw shooter. Westbrook now gets there a ton.
Brown outside. Irving passes to Tatum. Misses the 3. From deep. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Oklahoma City out in front, leading by 3. And the And Russell Westbrook, a guy who has faced some criticism. Also,
it's tough, and I'm still learning every night.
Well, you have to love the competitive attitude, the desire to be great, not just for himself, but for his teammates, too.
And the emphasis on winning. That's why so many people in the league feel that it's just a matter of time before Westbrook puts those finishing touches on his game.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
I mean, through that first quarter, to me, it's all about their D.
There's a lot of ways to build a lead. This one's built on stops.
So for Oklahoma City right now, Westbrook and Robertson are the backcourt pair. Adams is out there with Anthony, and it's George in at the 3 spot.
Now Robertson's activity down there and the long arms stretch out to help collect a second chance opportunity.
Irving kicks to Brown. Shoots. Horford dishes to Brown. And another shot. And Horford with the lay-in. Horford's got his first 2 points.
You have got to box out Horford on the glass given his size and his strength. Nice persistence by him to grab the rebound.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. 1:58 left to play in the first half. Got freed up. Nice work off the pit. George has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
This OKC team is one of the best in the league when it comes to getting themselves to the free throw line, and a lot of that comes with the sheer force of Russell Westbrook, who draws a ton of fouls. But there's a few other crafty players who can get to work on the inside and find their way to the free throw line.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, he's also crafty with how he approaches it. Right there, he uses just the right move to lay it in. Like the tactics on defense there, refusing to give the shooter the easy layup at the rim.
Tatum wide open, he fires one. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter.
And at full speed, he still has the wherewithal to get himself in good position.
Yeah, the snap decisions right there, reading the situation on the move and then making the right choice.
And Adams sends it back. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. The shot's good on the assist by George. And it's 7 points for Russell Westbrook.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
But his struggles are consuming the rest of the team here tonight. He's got to find his rhythm and find it fast.
Good. And it's 7 points for Paul George.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Brown outside. They get the rebound. Baines passes to Bryan. It's tipped, and so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. "17 seconds left here in the second."
Just has lost the feel in terms of scoring here in the second quarter.
Westbrook kicks to George. And stolen by Tatum. Got it off in time. That shot no good. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. They did jump out to a lead in the opening period, but 4 points was the biggest it got. Looking at the Thunder, Shaq, your thoughts on the Thunder?
Well, they really dictated the...
And that will...
A lot going on there as we welcome you back to Boston. That shot taken from the observation deck at the Prudential Center. Celtics trail by 7. Watching Jason Tatum, it's hard to find many faults in his game, Greg. He's strong inside and out and plays both ends of the floor equally well.
Yeah, kind of a jack of all trades, right, and master of none. He does everything reasonably well on the basketball floor, just doesn't do anything great. Having said that, though, Tatum is one of those guys that I think improves the overall IQ of your team, and terrific size at his position.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Boston, Irving and Brown pair at the 1 and the 2. Horford is out there with Aaron Banks, and it's Tatum in at the 3.
How about Tatum there with the finish with some authority above the rim?
The Thunder leading by 4. Left side, Westbrook hangs, and it's Adams getting it to go.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts, and a chance for one more here. Each coach has his strengths, and they've got weaknesses, but if you needed someone to drop a play to get you one bucket out of a timeout, who are some of the names you turn to?
I think I'm going to turn to Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, possibly James Harden, because 2 points can happen after a free throw, right, Kev? So
yes.
I could get James Harden to the line, and then one LeBron James. That's not a bad list of guys to turn to if I need 2 points.
Absolutely. And then what coach would you have draw up that play?
If I don't say Pop, my life will cease to exist. I will say Greg Popovich in late game situations does a marvelous job. Not only, Kevin, of getting the ball to the guy that he wants potentially to get the game winner, but to have options and to make sure that that player sees those options in case something breaks down.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, Celtics coach Brad Stevens is known for getting the best out of his players. He said every NBA player has an elite strength. Some of them have 10 of them. And those guys are the very best in the league, right? But every one of them is here for a reason. And there are times where you can really soar with that skill. Kevin?
And that's why Stevens is already one of the best coaches in the league, David. You've talked about him for a long time, getting maximum results from every one of his players.
Well, when Paul George announced this summer that he intended to leave for the Lakers when the contract ran out, you knew what was coming. Even as a rental possibility, the suitors lined up, and eventually the price was paid, and now George finds himself in a Thunder uniform.
Yeah, he is sneaky at the rim, lays it in against heavy pressure.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him. .52 seconds left in the third. And it's George missing. And to many, the Thunder came out of nowhere to land George in that trade.
You know, most thought Cleveland or maybe Boston were the front runners for his services, but the Thunder snuck in and made their team a 2-star squad once again. Very interesting to see how far the duo of Westbrook and George can go.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
And how about the quick hands there by Tatum? Terrific anticipation as he comes up with that steal and able to convert that defense into offense.
And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Lays it up and banks it in. Now it's a 5-point Boston lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And Roberson kicks to Westbrook. Out to Anthony to stop the run. He can't get that one to fall.
Yeah, momentum right now is against them. They're just going to have to figure out a way to ride this one out.
Got to be some consideration here for a different rotation because the matchups right now just not favorable.
And we've reached the end of the third. Celtics lead by 5. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Now let's hear what head coach Billy Donovan was reviewing with his team in the hunt.
We got to now start to anchor down.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Westbrook and Roberson are the backcourt pair. Paul George is out there with Anthony, and it's Adams in at the 5. Anthony's shot is off. Boston leading by 5. Here's Brown. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Brown's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Celtics. Westbrook against Irving. Westbrook dishes to Roberson. No good on the triple.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
And it's sent back by Horford.
Not in here. Just can't throw stuff up like that around Horford. He sends that one right back.
Boston shooting just 31% in the game. Irving passes to Horford over Anthony. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Horford's got the lead up to 7 now for Boston. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Westbrook gets it to go.
Well, that's when his speed comes at you, and then he throws the ball out there with some length and is able to finish around you.
This is to Brown. Back to Irving. Here's Tatum, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the call. Oklahoma City with the foul. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
And it's about the versatility that Tatum offers, particularly offensively. He can guard and play multiple positions on the floor.
Thunder trailing by 6. Outside Westbrook. Anthony on the wing, guarded by Horford. And it's sent back by Horford. Brown kicks to Irving. To the inside. Horford no luck.
And forcing the miss there. He just knows how to pressure you.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
That'll be a 5-second call. .112 left here in the fourth quarter. Irving. Dishes to Baines. Back to Irving. Nice ball movement by Boston. Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. For Oklahoma City, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Anthony missing again. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Yeah, certainly. If they just play smart, this game's over. And you can tell they're ready to start celebrating a well-deserved victory here tonight.
Yeah, you can see the fans. They've already started celebrating themselves. A gutty performance.
Right side Irving. That one misses. Excellent D there from Anthony.
It'd take a miracle at this point.
Right, with this deficit and this late in the game, their time has already passed.
Horford the pass to Bryan. Irving against Westbrook. Puts it up from 17. No good off the front iron. From deep three-point range, Westbrook missing again. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one.